have a testimony of you being different as a senior immigration officer amongst others. What life principles inspire this?
What makes the difference is Christ, who has been the bedrock of my life. And wherever Christ is, then things should be different, not in line with how other people are doing it. That Christ factor should show clearly that this is this one is of Christ. And so Christ has been the foundation and the bedrock of my life, and that is the difference. And what I really consider is that when you are representing Christ somewhere and you are acting, you will ask yourself some fundamental question. How will he have done it if he's physically present here? Will he have done it differently, or will he be in line with the common norms? And definitely we see that the Christ factor has to be different, and that is what has clearly shown and what people have seen and noticed and are making comments on. Also, the life of a man does not consist in the abundance of what he possesses. That's what the scripture says. So, running, craving after what others are running after is not the order of the day, because I am not in competition with anybody. I have my own life to live and my own race to run, and account of my life to give to who I am representing. So all those factors form the foundation of my attitude towards work and relationship towards those who are coming for services or to obtain our facilities in our place of work.
Share your experience with us in being different as a senior immigration officer amongst others.
From my own experience and what I have gathered is that a lot of people are ignorant of what the service charges are, and because of their desperation to get the facility they needed, they fall victim of inflation of charges. So, and they will have been thinking that it is normal. But for those who care enough, they check the website and see what has been clearly stipulated there. The prices on the website excluded bank charges and the administrative charge to keep the office running. But despite that, a lot of outrageous fee has still been in charge to line individual pockets. Look tempting though, that's a cheap way of making money. But since it is not in the right way, and it is against the law of God, and the service even go against it. But anybody that is doing it, is just doing it at the expense of chance. Maybe if I'm caught or if I'm not caught, I get away with it. At a time, a couple came for the reissuance of their passport, and along the line, the man's case and the file was okay, But the woman, I noticed a foreign name there. So there has to be a query on that file. And the man said that she's a naturalized Nigerian. So that brings up another query, because the reissuance of the document of naturalized Nigerian has to be done at the service headquarters. But an error had already been made along the line. The first reissuance of that passport has been done at the state command level. And my friend who is assisting them now wants me to build up on that error by giving approval. And once I sign, the passport will be produced. And I said, no, because this is what the law says. Anything that affects the reissuance of facilities of naturalized Nigerian must be directed to the service headquarters. So this is my friend who went out together with them. They came back and said, this man is ready to offer you money. I said, this is not about money, but about our commitment, patriotism, and nationalism, loyalty to the service. And they said, okay, they will come back the following day. The following day, they came. The man now said, my flight ticket money to Abuja, my hotel accommodation money, my food allowance, this is everything, and take. Your sign, nobody will know. I said, no, because it is wrong. Then I now approached my superior officer, the one in charge. I said, this is what I noticed in the course of rendering my services. I said, okay, put up a write-up and tell this man why the reissuance of the passport of the wife was rejected. So I said, okay, and I put up the letter that we cannot attend to their requests at the state level. They should go to service headquarters where they can be attended to. So having mounted pressure, and the man realized that he could not have his way, decided to go to Abuja. And on getting to Abuja, he was told that the man you met at the command level was right. So when he returned, he came to me and said, I'm very sorry for stressing you. They said, you are right. And the man was very happy. It could have happened that one could have been tempted to collect the money, and along the line, it backfired to spoil the name, to spoil the testimony that has already been established, that you two, you have joined them. See this scandal that has been attached to your name. Another story like that happened in relation with a mother that came for application of passport for the daughter, who is a minor, underage. So along the line, when questioning was being done to ascertain whether she's the true mother of that baby, I discovered that the tongue was twisted, and investigation revealed that she wasn't a Nigerian, thereby not qualified to hold Nigerian passports. So she was asked to make a statement of the place of birth of the mother, the father, the grandfather, the grandmother, since none of them belong to any place that is indigenous to Nigeria. That disqualifies her from having access to that passport. And the passport was withdrawn instantly. But we continue with the process of that of the baby. So along the line, the younger brother to the husband, because her husband was in Kuwait, now started coming, saying, I should release the passport for them, this and this. I should name my price. Whatever I want is going to be given to me. But since I know that it is wrong to do such a thing or to collect such a money and betray the loyalty to the nation, I stood my ground that never, it's not me, it may be through another person, but since it's passing through my table, and the passport is in my custody. It is withdrawn for life. Not only that it was withdrawn, a letter was written. The woman was taken to our zonal office, because anybody who is holding Nigerian passport without a right to it, the case has to be determined at the service headquarters. So that was how she was bundled to the service headquarters. That act and that recovery made my boss to really, really have confidence in me. And whenever she's going anywhere, she believes that the ground is safe, the whole front is safe, that nothing will go wrong.
What are the pains or losses you've suffered for choosing to be different?
The major pain that I would like to comment on and emphasize on is the career progression. There has to be a rat race of aligning yourself with someone who is at the board. And because I failed to do such a thing, I lost a promotion along my career. Maybe I could have retired as a controller, but I now retire as a deputy controller. And the painful aspect of it is that the one that I lost, it's not as if I did not have that opportunity, because I was actually approached. As at the time we wrote the exam, I was in the admin of the command. So all the people that came from Abuja, they have to pass through me in arranging their accommodation, in doing one thing or the feeding and so on. So one called me and said this and this and this, but since I did not do it, I lost that promotion. And interestingly, someone who is not even qualified, who didn't write exam with us, came from behind, from superintendent to assistant controller. But because a lot of arguments came up, and it generates controversy, and at the end of the day, they have to remove his name from the promotion. But that slot, maybe which could have been for me, because the person is equally from Ogun, was lost for life. I didn't gain it, and that really affected me. As at the time we are growing along the service, there's a unit that is called investigation. We go out to companies on inspection, routine check, and to check the documents if any of the expatriates have violated the immigration law. So we were grouped, group A, group B, but there was a particular group that I fall into. The members of the group, they were arranged behind and go and do their investigation, only to come to the office to come and give a report. I said, but I belong to this group. They said, we will not take you along, and they insisted on it. And our OC did not even do anything about it. So it was somehow painful.
What are the gains that have come as a result of being different?
There are gains, and I'll begin to enumerate those people or our superior officers and colleagues that are watching. They know who is who, and when it comes to giving assignments of that reflects integrity, honesty, and objectivity, they know who to call. For example, in the command that one of the command that I served, I came across someone that we have met before, and he happened to be the one in charge of that command. So when he was asked to constitute disciplinary committee, those who will be trying, hearing officers. So he said he looked around, he didn't see any other person that he can pick other than me. Even though I was thinking that he's giving me extra job, say, my friend, go and occupy that position. I know you can do it, and you will handle it better. So along the line also, whenever he's not around, he will nominate me to represent him outside the command. There was a time there was a crisis within Benue. The head of military, paramilitary, had to meet with the governor, so he wasn't around. I had superior officers around, but he nominated me that I am the one that should go and represent him. Also, when the opportunity for slot came for pilgrimage, Christian pilgrimage to Jerusalem, it was on December. I was already at home for Christmas. I just had a call and said, Oyelusi, I have submitted your name to the Christian pilgrimage board. So I was surprised that this thing that people always scramble for, lobby for, just came like that on a platter of gold to me. So all this, it has been as a result of appreciation of how I've been doing my work, how I've been conducting myself, and the nature that it sees that I show off in the office.